Alright, welcome back. So we're going to introduce the MR2 today. So this is a 93 Toyota MR2. It's a SW21. Really nice car, but it's slow. So the solution to that is the Gen 5 3S GTE. So I just got this in. And what I'm going to do right now is just basically get the engine ready, prepped outside the car so we can put it in the car. But to do that, there are a couple pieces on the Gen 5 that we're not going to use for the MR2. So we have the alternator up here, the pulley, and the the AC compressor down below. And right here on the bench, I already took them off. So here's the AC compressor. Got 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, and number 4 right here. Number 4 over here. Pull those 4 bolts. AC compressor will come right off. And we have the pulley, 1 bolt, 2, 3, pull those off. And then we have the alternator, got 1 lower bolt, an upper bolt, and basically you just pull that right off the car. So we have that off, and now we're gonna work on getting the intercooler off. So for the intercooler, we got 2 clips on the hose right here, 2 clamps. So you loosen these hoses, and then we have 2 on the back side as well. Loosen those hoses, pull the black cover off, and we're gonna lift the intercooler out and away. I already pulled these because you have to get the cover off to get to the clamp, so I did that off camera. So right now it's just gonna be the removal process. So basically you're gonna lift up and then lift out, and as easy as that, the intercooler is off once everything is loose. I'm gonna set that to the side. And now we're gonna move on to getting the heat shield off because we gotta get the OEM Caldina downpipe off from the Gen 5 3S GTE. And to get to that, we're gonna have to get the heat shield off and then work our way with the rest of the bolts for the downpipe. So here goes. Alright, so we got our 3 heat shield bolts. Pull those. This comes right off. This will be getting polished, so I'll do a video on that one. I started polishing here, but I'm going to try to get this nice and polished up. If it doesn't come out too well, I might get it powder coated or painted, but for now I'm just going to try to get it polished because I did that in this car and it came out pretty good, so we'll see how that works. As a matter of fact, let me put these bolts, I'm going to put them back in here so we don't lose anything. When you do a tear down, it's always good to put the bolts back in where you found them. That way, when you try to figure out where they go, you know exactly where they are. Alright, so for those of you who didn't know, the Gen 5, the exhaust manifold and the turbo, it's a 1-piece cast. I think it's cast. So it's 1 whole piece and it flows right into the turbo. So this is the hot side, cold side, and yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting. So now we're gonna work our way down to the downpipe. Now to get the downpipe off, we're gonna have to pull the heat shield here, and then we'll get to reveal the bolts that we'll have to pull to remove the entire downpipe. So now we're gonna start off getting the O2 sensor out. I already loosened this off camera, so that just comes out like that. And now we're gonna work on the heat shield. And this looks like a 10mm. So let's see if they're gonna come off. I didn't spray these, so let's try a look. Yep, this one came right off. This one came right off. And there's one more right here. And surprisingly, so far, everything has come out pretty well, which doesn't always work that way. So nice to see this happen. So there you go. And we put this to the side. And I'm gonna get these back in here, although we're not gonna be using this again because this downpipe will be replaced. And I'm looking to go with the TCS downpipe. So shout out to Ty at TCS, good guy. Everybody says so, and he is. Really helpful guy getting stuff for the swaps for the MR2, and I'll be getting some parts from him. So once those come in, I'll do an unboxing as well, just to kind of show the parts we're going to use for this tear down and basically rebuild or prep to get the Gen 5 3S GTE back and prepped for the 93 MR2. All right, now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe there is, get the light. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts for the downpipe. So we're going to loosen these guys up and we should be able to get this right off. Along with that, we have a bracket here, bolts to the block. So we have 2 bolts here, and we have 1 bolt here on the opposite side. So this guy, the 6 bolts here, and the 2 bolts here, and that should be able to get our downpipe off. So if everything goes according to plan, that's what's going to happen. If I get any snags, I'll report it in this video. Okay, so we're gonna pull the bolts for the downpipe, nuts for the downpipe. So I want 6 of them, right? And I guess I got the whole stirred up. Yeah, happens. We got 2 so far. Not gonna drop the thing this time. Alright, this one's a nut. A short extension. So we got 5 of them so far, and now we're gonna get to the last one. All right, so now we gotta get to this bracket over here and pull this bracket off. And we're gonna pull these guys right here. And there it is. Downpipe is loose already. So now we're gonna comes right off. There you go. So let's look at the back side of this turbo. And I think it looks okay. Alright, so next up is going to be, we're going to remove the wiring harness. So I'll probably do that tomorrow since it's kind of getting late here. So remove the wiring harness and then we'll get the water neck off. And we'll just keep going from there. Take care.